In this video, we pull back the curtain on the cooking shortcuts restaurants rely on to serve great food fast. From pre-cutting everything with professional speed and powerful bases to batch cooking and using the freezer as a time machine, these moves keep service smooth. We'll also spotlight the gear that does the heavy lifting, the science of mise en place, and temperature tricks that save hours. Plus, learn about strategic substitutions, flavor-boosting shortcuts pros swear by, and the container strategy that delivers consistency every service. 1. Pre-cutting everything with professional speed. Less than P greater than. Think you're a fast chopper at home? Professional kitchens make your knife skills look like child's play. The Julienne cut is good for vegetables that need to be uniform in size and cook quickly, which explains why restaurant cooks spend hours during prep time creating perfectly uniform cuts. If you've ever watched professional chefs slice and dice vegetables with lightning speed, you might wonder if they possess some kind of cooking superpower. The truth is much simpler. They've mastered the knife skills that anyone can learn. The secret isn't magic hands, it's about using the right grip and technique. Less than P greater than. In professional kitchens, the rock chop is a rhythmic cutting motion during which the knife's blade rocks back and forth on the cutting board. It's ideal for chopping herbs, garlic, and onions. Mastering this technique involves maintaining a consistent rocking motion to achieve uniform cuts. What makes this technique truly brilliant is that restaurants can pre-cut massive amounts of vegetables in advance, knowing that everything will cook at exactly the same rate. Good ones can save you time, by making you more efficient, and money, by reducing waste and enabling you to use less expensive whole products rather than pricier prepared items. Less than P greater than. 2. The power of pre-made bases and stock. Less than P greater than. Here's a shocking truth that might make food purists cringe. Even top-tier restaurants don't make everything from scratch daily. Jarred spaghetti sauce is a classic shortcut, and I noticed a common thread among expert cooks who listed it. Most doctor it up, adding seasonings, tempering acidity, and making it taste less like a jarred sauce, as one put it. Rouse was a particularly popular brand. Smart chefs know that starting with a quality base and elevating it with fresh ingredients is far more efficient than beginning from zero every single time. Less than P greater than. The real genius lies in creating your own foundation sauces in large batches. Cooking shortcuts like popping hard-to-juice fruit such as lemons and limes in the microwave for a few seconds so they yield more juice, or making large batches of commonly used sauces, gravies, marinara, salad dresses, marinades, etc., allows restaurants to maintain consistency while dramatically reducing daily prep time. Professional kitchens often prepare massive quantities of mother sauces that can be transformed into dozens of different applications throughout the week. Less than P greater than. 3. Batch cooking that changes everything. Less than P greater than. The restaurant industry runs on a simple principle that home cooks often overlook: cook once, use multiple times. Batch cooking, the practice of preparing large quantities of meals at once, is a super smart strategy for those looking to streamline their kitchen time and budget. Batch cooking does not mean you eat the same meals every day. Rather, it allows you to take advantage of bulk buying discounts and reduces the frequency of cooking from scratch, so you can have a variety of ready-to-eat meals at your fingertips. By dedicating just a few hours one day to do most of your cooking for the whole week, you save time, stress, and money. Less than P greater than. Professional kitchens take this concept to the extreme. For instance, cooking proteins and veggies ahead, and making salads ready to go, saves a lot of time. Using efficient cooking techniques like batch cooking and freezing cuts down prep time. People cooking for one can save significant time by doing this. Restaurants will cook entire hotel pans of rice, roast whole cases of vegetables, and prepare proteins that can be quickly reheated or finished to order. This approach means that during the dinner rush, they're assembling rather than cooking from raw ingredients. Less than P greater than. 4. The freezer as a time machine. Less than P greater than. Walk into any professional kitchen's walk-in freezer, and you'll discover a treasure trove of pre-made components that most customers never realize exist. Former executive chef Joel Dennis of the now-closed Adore Alain Ducasse at the St. Regis, New York City secret shortcut. Ice cube trays. Chef Dennis fills up an ice cube tray with pesto and freezes it, creating easy portions. Depending on how much pesto you need, a quick thawing out of an individual cube or two creates a nice sauce for pasta or chicken, fresh mozzarella, and summer tomatoes. This isn't just clever, it's revolutionary for maintaining flavor integrity while cutting preparation time to nearly zero. Less than greater than individual portions. To maximize freshness, freeze your meals in individual portions. Use airtight containers or freezer bags, making sure to label each with the date. This approach minimizes exposure to air and prevents freezer burn. Tip: flatten bags of food like soups or stews before freezing. They will stack easily and thaw quicker. Smart restaurants freeze components like herb butters, portion-controlled sauces, and even fully prepared elements that can be thawed and incorporated into dishes within minutes rather than hours. Less than greater than 5. Equipment that does the heavy lifting. Less than greater than professional kitchens don't rely on elbow grease when machines can do the work faster and more consistently. Employ specialized tools like mandolins and food processors for consistent cuts and faster prep. Using specialized equipment like vegetable slicers and peelers can streamline the process, improving consistency and efficiency in your kitchen. The difference between a home cook spending 20 minutes julienning carrots and a restaurant achieving the same result in 2 minutes isn't skill. It's using the right equipment. Less than greater than beyond just cutting tools. Your kitchen should be equipped with a few key items to make batch cooking seamless. Instant Pot. This versatile kitchen gadget can dramatically cut down on cooking time. Professional kitchens invest heavily in steam tables, blast chillers, and high-powered blenders because these tools multiply human efficiency exponentially. A single cook with the right equipment can accomplish what would normally require 3 or 4 people working with basic tools. Less than greater than 6. The science of mise en place. Less than greater than. Ever wonder why restaurant dishes come out so quickly and perfectly every time? The secret isn't superhuman speed, it's an obsessive commitment to organization that borders on military precision. Mise en place is a French term that translates to put everything in place. In the culinary world, this means having all your ingredients prepped and ready to go before you start cooking. This includes chopping, dicing, measuring, and having all your utensils and pans at the ready. This is probably the most important thing you can do in the kitchen and is often overlooked by many home cooks. Less than greater than, but restaurants take mise en place to an almost fanatical level. Channel your inner chef by practicing mise en place, having all ingredients prepped and ready before cooking. Streamline your process and reduce stress during the cooking frenzy. Professional kitchens have detailed prep lists that specify exactly what needs to be prepared, in what quantities, and by which shift. A kitchen prep sheet is a printed guide with all the prep tasks that need to be performed in a commercial kitchen on a particular day. You might hear it called a restaurant prep list, a production sheet, or a par sheet. No matter the name, the prep sheet is what the kitchen staff uses to make sure they are prepping the right ingredients. Less than greater than 7. Temperature tricks that save hours. Less than greater than. Professional chefs understand that manipulating temperature isn't just about cooking, it's about making impossible tasks possible. Slicing or grating soft items can be difficult, so line cooks will toss whatever item they're slicing in the freezer to firm up first. And you don't need to freeze it until solid. A quick 10 minutes or so is usually long enough. This simple trick transforms tasks that would normally be frustrating and time-consuming into quick, clean operations. Less than greater than. Temperature manipulation works in the opposite direction too. Zap a lemon for 10 seconds to break down cells and make the juice flow faster, suggests Laurent Tourandel, chef and partner at Arlington Club in New York City. This is good to remember when trying to squeeze out as much juice as possible for a vinaigrette. These aren't just cute kitchen hacks, they're legitimate time-saving techniques that restaurants use hundreds of times per day to maintain their pace during service. Less than greater than 8. The art of strategic substitutions. less than P greater than think professional chefs never take shortcuts with ingredients? Think again. Executive chef of Charlie Palmer at Bloomingdale's South Coast Plaza secret shortcut. Ritz crackers. Ritz crackers are a great shortcut for lobster stuffing. Some chefs typically bake sliced bread, dry it out, and salt, but Ritz crackers offer a great quick and easy alternative. At the restaurant, people try to guess what's in the stuffing and no one ever guesses Ritz crackers. The brilliance isn't in hiding shortcuts, it's in choosing substitutions that actually improve the final product. Less than P greater than chef, owner radius, Boston secret shortcut. Instant mashed potatoes. Instant mashed potatoes are a great breading for fish and poultry. When combined with seasoning and used in place of breadcrumbs, they give an awesome flavor and are an easy, fast, and inexpensive ingredient. Professional kitchens constantly evaluate whether traditional methods actually produce superior results or if they're just maintaining practices out of habit. Sometimes the shortcut isn't just faster, it's better. Less than P greater than. 9. Flavor-enhancing shortcuts that pros swear by. Less than P greater than. The difference between good restaurant food and extraordinary restaurant food often comes down to secret flavor shortcuts that amplify taste without extending cooking time. This is one of my favorite restaurant secrets. If you want a tomato sauce to taste richer and have a glossy sheen, swirl in a pat of cold butter right before you serve the sauce. In classical French cooking, this is called monter au beurre. It's the easiest way to amp up the flavor of a sauce with little to no effort. Less than P greater than. Another game-changing technique involves maximizing the impact of aromatics. Mincing is a useful cut for aromatic root vegetables whose flavor dissipates quickly into a dish. Mincing is the smallest knife cut that chefs use, macerating ingredients into tiny pieces that are often intended for specific garnishes and sautés. These ingredients are made so tiny that they usually break down quickly into what you're cooking, yielding an abundance of flavor and enticing aroma. By understanding how different cuts release flavors at different rates, restaurants can create layered taste experiences that seem complex but are actually quite efficient to produce. Less than P greater than. 10. The container strategy revolution. Less than P greater than. Professional kitchens treat containers like strategic weapons in their efficiency arsenal. As you cook, toss scraps, eggshells, and other garbage into a large bowl. This will contain messes and save time if a trash can isn't readily accessible. Line the bowl with a plastic bag to make cleanup even easier. But it goes far beyond just trash management. Restaurants use dedicated containers for every single component of meal preparation. Less than P greater than. The real magic happens with portion control containers that allow for lightning-fast plating. What's more, baking paper helps alleviate sticky messes left behind after cooking. Just line your bakeware to avoid burnt sheet pans. Home chefs looking to steam meats and keep food that's fresh out of the oven nice and crisp should also pull out the parchment paper. Even during meal prep itself, you can lay out some paper on your counter beforehand for easy cleanup. With countless usages in the kitchen, you never know when this tried and true paper will save the day. Every sauce, garnish, and component gets its own labeled container, turning chaotic meal preparation into an organized assembly line. Less than P greater than. Walking into a professional kitchen during prep time is like witnessing a carefully choreographed dance where every movement serves multiple purposes. These shortcuts aren't about cutting corners on quality. They're about maximizing efficiency while maintaining the high standards that keep customers coming back night after night. The most successful restaurants understand that time is their most valuable ingredient, and these techniques help them serve consistently excellent food without burning out their staff or breaking their budgets. What would you be willing to change about your own cooking routine if it meant getting restaurant quality results in half the time?